love, the dedication, the devotion, the loyalty, the care, the understanding that your person is gonna have for you is like nothing you've ever experienced. I tell you guys, don't give up, because divine love is so worth it. It's so beautiful. I don't think that anything else is gonna satisfy you after you experience the love that you're gonna experience from your person. It's this version that your twin is gonna be drawn to, because they're gonna sense the confidence, the self-love, the inner peace that is radiating from within yourself. So when people ask me about this journey or any other journey, I tell them, focus on yourself, work on your growth, and trust that Allah will bring you together in perfect timing. Separation is necessary for them to feel it, to know that you are needed in their life. You are the catalyst for their beautiful energy that they're putting out into this world. Without you, they're in darkness. You are the light in their life. You are their lighthouse. You are their strength. This is, again, after two whole people are coming together. Okay? This is not from need. I'm not talking to the people who still don't know their worth, or they're in lack in some way or need. No, after you become that whole person. The obsession, the craving, the light in the darkness, all of those terms become very different. They are actually what fuel your passion, what fuel your dream, and what keep you going, no matter what comes your way. I know that you want to know if they're feeling it, if they're feeling what I'm feeling, I'm telling you guys, they are feeling. You guys are always connected. I don't know about all of the scientific stuff, but I know that we do share the same soul. We have to be sharing something. I'm across the world from my divine counterpart, and without me saying anything, he knows what is going on in my life. I don't tell this person anything, and they send me a message explaining to me what I'm going through, always knowing what I'm experiencing and guiding me towards the next step. I'm telling you, whether they feel it, they know it, we share the same chakras, we have the same soul. I don't care what you guys want to say, and I don't care about these things, but I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always working behind the scenes. Always. They are picking up on your energy, picking up on your feelings, your emotions, all of that, because you're connected. Dedication, the devotion, the loyalty, the care, the understanding that your person is gonna have for you is like nothing you've ever experienced. I tell you guys, don't give up, because divine love is so worth it. It's so beautiful. I don't think that anything else is gonna satisfy you after you experience the love that you're gonna experience from your person. Welcome back, everyone. I wanted to discuss something that you guys have been asking me about since the day I opened the channel, but it got more and it increased more and more. I got over 20 requests this week about this concept. I think you guys are sensing, I told you guys, we're all energy. You guys are sensing this concept from the way that I am speaking, the way that I am feeling. So I'm here to shed more light on it. In the realm of spirituality, there's a concept that has gained popularity, which is twin flames. But what does it truly mean? And does it align with our faith as Muslims? In my understanding, twin flames are two souls that mirror each other, created to raise the consciousness of humanity and ultimately bring us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This connection is not about romantic love, but self-reflection, healing, and spiritual growth. As Muslims, we believe in the concept of qadr, destiny, and twin flames can be seen as the manifestation of this destiny. I remember when I first encountered my twin flame, he said, the moment he saw me, after that, he said, "You are my destiny." And I'm like clueless about all of this. Again, I told you guys I had the spiritual knowledge, but I wasn't acting upon anything, any of my knowledge, any of these concepts. Of course, I knew what destiny was, but for someone to have the knowing and tell me something like that, I thought there is more to the story, or he has to know more than what I know. I thought like there has to be something more, and that's where I started searching. He also used the terms fate, the terms everything will come to you in the perfect time, divine timing, and it just drove me crazy because I think he was trying to teach me how to trust and be patient at that time, and that was very difficult for me in the beginning of my journey, because all what I was thinking about is that this is just a normal romantic relationship or connection or whatever it's called, the romantic love, and that's what I thought I was supposed to do. That was the only knowledge I had. I didn't know that things can be spiritual and all that. So I mentioned before that he was the one who taught me about the spiritual side of me, the world. Again, even though I had the knowledge, but having the knowledge isn't enough. When you experience something, it's totally different. It's totally different. It's a beautiful thing. This is a reminder that our relationships are intertwined with one another, and that our relationships have the power to transform us. Not just a coincidence, but a deliberate design by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's as if the universe brought us together at the perfect time to facilitate our spiritual growth. You guys are gonna ask me, was it the perfect time? It wasn't the perfect time in the sense of the time, but it was the perfect time for me to start my spiritual journey. And I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. The mirroring aspect of the twin flames is the most powerful tool that is in your hands right now. That's why I tell you guys, and I talk in every video about what the person is mirroring to you, how they're acting, how they're behaving is a message to you, is a sign to you on what you need to be working on. If you guys go back to many of my videos, if you listen to them in the sense of like, she is a twin flame, you will start understanding them in a new light, especially the ones about surrender. A couple weeks ago, I spoke about surrender and closer to union, how you're going to be feeling, what's going to be happening. I'll link those in the description box below for you. When we say that twin flames mirror each other, it means that they reflect to us our own insecurities, weaknesses, strengths, and unresolved issues. And so that's why I tell you guys, all the answers are within yourself. If you're saying he's being avoidant, if you're saying he's not doing this, he's not doing that, look into your life, into yourself. Where are you avoiding listening to yourself? Where are you abandoning yourself? Where are you not facing your fears? All the answers are going to be within yourself. And every time you heal something that the other person is reflecting back to you, you are coming closer to union. And they are dealing with it too, but in their own way. Don't focus on them. Keep your focus on yourself all the time. Because you tell me, like, you're saying that he's doing the work, but he's not doing the work, or she's not doing the work, or like, this is not real. I need proof from them. Well, the proof is you. The proof is you. It's your own heart. It's your own feelings. It's that what you're feeling is real. Another example, if I'm struggling with self-love and self-acceptance, my person is going to exhibit behaviors that trigger that within me. In order for me to look at them And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's way of having you look within yourself. Because when you resolve those things, when you work with those things, you're becoming closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're gonna start to embody Allah's names more. The all forgiving, the all merciful, the most loving. In my situation, I used to run away from my desires or fears, and my divine counterpart would mirror that back to me, because I would see how embodied he was in those desires that I had. Like, he was doing what I always loved to do. He would be in his, whether it was in his career, in his passion, in his life, he would be doing my dream. And I would look and say, like, you know, I love this guy. I adore what he's doing. Look at how kind he is. Look at all of these values that he has. And I thought I was being in that. But when I later sat between me and myself and looked deeper, sometimes we think that we're being kind. Sometimes we think that we're listening to others. Sometimes we think that we're not capable of this dream. I'm not capable of pursuing what I want. That is further from the truth. And when my divine counterpart was embodying these qualities and these passions that I had, it forced me to confront them head on. It was as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was showing me the parts of myself that needed healing, forgiveness, and attention. And as we navigate the journey of twin flames, it's not about fixing or changing the other person or that the other person is broken, but it's about becoming our best selves. And that is the reason for creation. Allah created us to worship Him. In order to worship Him, we need to become the best version of ourselves. And so when you reach union, it's not about two imperfect people coming together, but about two whole, self-aware individuals who have done the work. The version of you that emerges from this journey, a woman. And when I say woman, a man too, because I know most of you guys are men as well. You guys reach out and ask about the twin flame journey and are wondering as well about what she's doing or what's going on. So the version of you that emerges from this journey is the woman or man who knows their self-worth, their value, sets healthy boundaries, and loves themselves unconditionally. And it's this version that your twin is gonna be drawn to, because they're gonna sense the confidence, the self-love, the inner peace that is radiating from within yourself. So when people ask me about this journey or any other journey, I tell them, focus on yourself, work on your growth, and trust that Allah will bring you together in perfect timing. And you guys ask me, is union guaranteed? It depends on your thoughts. It depends on the work that you're doing. Are you feeling worthy? Are you loving yourself? Are you following your dreams and your passions? Are you doing the thing that you need to do? I tell you guys that I think soulmates are, raising each other's consciousness. But if you are a twin flame, that means you have a message to deliver to the world. That means you have a bigger purpose. That means you have to try and raise the consciousness of the world. And if you're not doing that, if you're not doing your purpose, if you're not working with what you love, if you're not tapping in and finding your true purpose, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent you to this world to do what? If you're not figuring that out, and if you're busy asking about them, watching what they're doing, and being busy in their life, then union is not guaranteed for you. You need to be concentrated on yourself, focused on yourself, following your dreams, loving yourself, and living your best life. That is when union is gonna happen. You know that. That's why you feel sad when you're not doing that. You feel sad. You put yourself down for it. And instead of focusing your energy on putting yourself down, why don't you shift your focus to what you could do in this moment? How much joy can you have in this moment? Could you go take a walk and savor every moment of that walk? Are you able to do that? And when two people come into union, they're not trying to complete each other. They're two whole souls coming together to spread love and light to the world. And that is the power. And so yes, this connection is a divine gift. And it's a catalyst for spiritual growth and self-refinement. And as we focus on embodying God's names and attributes, the merciful, the compassionate, the loving, the forgiving, we become more aligned with our higher selves. And when we are doing the inner work, Allah is working on the journey, our journey. Even if we can't see it, even when we can't see it, things are working all of the time behind the scenes. Faith is believing when you can't see. Believing that this seed is gonna give me a carrot. How do you believe that? How do you believe that your garden is gonna grow? So instead of worrying about what the other person is or isn't doing, we focus on our own journey, on our own healing, and we see them in the positive light of them healing, not a toxic being or a person who's not embodying what you want or not doing and being in the way that you want. No, you're seeing them in the light of already being healed, already have done the work, already has faced his fears, already has embodied God's names. You uplift him to that beautiful place, or you uplift her into that beautiful place. Now I remember my twin, I remember running away from this journey for years at some point. I did some of the work once I met him, and then I abandoned the whole thing for a year or two. And then I had to come back to it when I got sick. I told you guys about that. And I did the deeper healing because I wanted to know more about how and why that happened to me. You know, I needed more answers, and that's when I went deeper. And then I thought like I let go of the journey, but I recognized that it came back only stronger, and it was always there. Even if you don't think that you're feeling it, or you lost track for a moment or a day or a month or a year, don't worry, things are always working behind the scenes. That's what I'm telling you guys, that I kept being pushed to do the work. And it's like, okay, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore. And it's like, no, you have to keep going. There's always the thing that has you not give up. It's always there. You don't have to worry about it, whether it was for you or for... And some people are like, who's the chaser, who's the runner? It doesn't matter. You guys switch roles most of the time. It's not one person, because some people see me as the runner, but as sometimes I might have been embodying the chaser as well. Don't consume yourself in these things, because they're not gonna help you. You're never gonna get answers. You're not even gonna get an answer to, is this real or not? Because for me, it took a long period of time to get the answers. And the answers were within me. Separation is necessary for them to feel it, to know that you are needed in their life. You are the catalyst for their beautiful energy that they're putting out into this world. Without you, they're in darkness. You are the light in their life. You are their lighthouse. You are their strength. This is, again, after two whole people are coming together. Okay? This is not from need. I'm not talking to the people who still don't know their worth, or they're in lack in some way or need. No, after you become that whole person. The obsession, the craving, the light in the darkness, all of those terms become very different. They are actually what fuel your passion, what fuel your dream, and what keep you going, no matter what comes your way. I know that you want to know if they're feeling it, if they're feeling what I'm feeling, I'm telling you guys, they are feeling. You guys are always connected. I don't know about all of the scientific stuff, but I know that we do share the same soul. We have to be sharing something. I'm across the world from my divine counterpart, and without me saying anything, he knows what is going on in my life. I don't tell this person anything, and they send me a message explaining to me what I'm going through, always knowing what I'm experiencing and guiding me towards the next step. I'm telling you, whether they feel it, they know it, we share the same chakras, we have the same soul. I don't care what you guys want to say, and I don't care about these things, but I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always working behind the scenes. Always. They are picking up on your energy, picking up on your feelings, your emotions, all of that, because you're connected. I try to do stuff, but then it's like, it's very, I don't know, it's very vulnerable, because it's like I'm trying to do something, and then my twin, my person picks up on it, and it's like, can I please just do something here without you knowing? There is no way out of this. I'm stuck. If you're listening, I'm just joking here. I'm making a joke. Hang in there, don't give up. Union is nearer than ever if you're doing your inner work. And if you're not, then there is no union. There is no union for you. You'll probably end up with a soulmate or with something else, but it's all cool. A lot of people give up. I told you guys, I gave up on this journey at least 2 times with a resentful heart, with a heart that said like, okay, I'm just done. I'm out of here. Until I was in peace in my heart with love towards my twin flame, and only love, that I experienced true union with myself. And so yeah, I tell you guys, don't give up, because divine love is so worth it. It's so beautiful. I don't think that anything else is going to satisfy you after you experience the love that you're going to experience from your person, and the understanding, the care, the love that he has for you. No one else will have in the world. And so I think you guys should keep going. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you guys next time.